All right, welcome everybody. I'm the Thoughty Godmother here with another adult industry star. I will have him introduce himself, then we will get into the nitty gritty.
All right, Bonnie. Hi everybody. My name is Sean Elliot. I am what they call a golden ager. I started in that industry many decades ago, and somehow life, I feel like the Godfather. It's like I try to get out and they pull you back in. So here I am.
Awesome. So today I would love to talk about what it was like in the golden area of the adult industry and what your journey was. And then I heard you took a little bit of a break, right?
Okay, yes.
A little birdie told me you took a little bit of a break. And what's it like now? Let's, a little bit of a comparison, right? From then and now. So let's talk about that. Tell me.
First of all, you're the best looking interviewer I've had in a long
Thank
time.
you.
I just like
Thank
to
you.
say that.
Thank you.
I know, flirty old guy. It's how we used to do it, kids.
Well, I'm a shameless flirt, okay? Just
Oh,
let it
great,
be known,
great.
I am
We'll
a
work together.
shameless flirt, okay?
That's awesome. But about me, all right, I guess the best way would be after college, actually during college a little bit, I was a law major and all this stuff, and one day I said to my parents, I said, I think I want to be an actor, like
Okay.
a real actor, like everybody wants to be. And they basically disowned me, and they, not literally, but they didn't cover any more school. So I left. I graduated college and I left for New York. I started studying like at the actor studio. I got into that. Strasbourg. Charlie Lawton was a great teacher of mine. And I joined a softball league in New York called the New York Show Business League. And that was my first connection in mainstream. Got me work on a soap opera called Another World. Got me I was a small fish in a big pond in New York.
Okay.
One day, if you have a moment for this story, how I actually got in the day I got in.
Yeah.
You used to have magazines like Backstage or Village Voice. Well, the Village Voice used to have run ads, and one, I thought it was a mainstream audition, but it was an audition for some nudity would be involved.
Okay.
So, old Sean goes into, I didn't have my name yet, I was using my after name. I go into this room in New York City thinking I'm going on a standard audition, and there was about 25 guys there in a chair, and there was one beautiful lady, and then a couple of other older men that had nothing to do with the audition. So I thought it was a regular audition process.
Okay.
And every few minutes, this young girl would come over to a guy, whisper something to him, and then 5 minutes later they'd call his name and he'd go in the room. And all of a sudden, it comes to my turn, and she sits next to me and she goes, "Do you like pleasure?" And it's 1982 in New York. I'm going, "Yeah, I guess I like pleasure. Is this part of anything real?" And she said, "Okay." And about 5 minutes later, they call me in the back.
Okay.
When they call me in the back, I go into a room about this size, maybe
Right.
a little smaller. There's a mattress, and this girl's butt naked, lying down. There's a boom microphone. There's a Panasonic. And he goes, "If you can fuck her, you can be in the next 3 porn movies I'm doing."
Oh, okay.
Surprise! It's Christmas.
Right.
So I passed the test.
Okay.
And then, I could go on all day with this. I'll try to wrap it up, but it was really interesting how I got in it, I think.
Yeah.
So the first movie I did was shot in the Catskill Mountains. It was a series of 3. Remember the Catskills and
Yeah,
the
I know the
Concord and all
Catskills
that?
well, yeah.
And the director was a guy named Lenny Kirkman.
Okay.
I can't think of what the stage name was, but maybe use that. And during the shoot, the movie is actually out there. It's called Co-Ed Teasers.
Okay.
But we're supposed to do 3. In the middle of the second movie, Lenny was so cheap that back in those days, you didn't go just in front of the camera. You would hold the mic. You would change the film magazines.
Wow.
Things like that.
Okay.
My day to take the magazines back to New York,
Okay.
they got pinched. They got busted. The whole movie got shut down by the small town in the Catskills.
Okay.
Ron Jeremy calls me,
Okay.
and with no cell phones, he called where I was supposed to deliver the magazines. My day was delivering the magazines to the
Okay,
city.
yeah.
And he goes, "Don't give the magazines to those guys
Gotcha.
because we want to get paid. We want to get out of jail." So I was crazy enough to say, this business is wild. I'm going to stay in it.
So, you did amazing story. Thank you. That's a very
true.
interesting story. How, and I see a lot of parallels in that. It's like, you know, you have people in the industries, like you're a fresh face, and you just kind of land into all of this stuff, and you know, it just creates this career for you in this. You know, so I love that. So now, you took a little break, all right, and do you have any highlights about your break? Did you do anything different, or?
Well, if I may, let me just take it back. So I
Okay.
made a few movies,
Okay.
and I think I always say that I made 11 movies, but my dick is like in 30, because back then sometimes they use a stunt cock, or they just
Right, yeah,
throw
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But and I do like to shout this out. I'm proud of it. I worked with in the very first Best Picture was called Scoundrels,
Okay.
which I was in, and it was a director. Google him, Cecil Howard, one of the best, the classics. It's rated in the top 25 of all time movies.
Okay.
My scene was shot in slow motion. Cecil asked a guy named Fred Lincoln
Okay.
to direct that one day, and it was with me and an actress, Chelsea Manchester, who went by
Okay.
the name of Tiger, and Marilyn G., who just kind of returned.
Okay.
And that won Best Picture
Nice.
and Best Scene.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And then, so now I started to get in, I could get any work I wanted. And then I met Samantha Fox, and Chuck Vincent was a director I worked with a few times, and then there was Plato's Retreat. It was the whole New York.
Yes.
It was boogie nights.
Yes.
It really
It
was
really
on
was.
the East Coast. And we all went to a bar called Bernard's.
Okay.
All the porn actors and Broadway actors, and you would meet people.
Yes.
And so a few people that like old timers that I worked with was Kay Parker, shot scenes with John Leslie.
Nice.
I'm spacing out on some names. Lisa DeLeo, Sue Nero, a lot of people, Joanna Storm.
Nice.
Now, to answer your question, I wanted to get that out there because I have a lot of respect for those days.
Absolutely.
So I did a movie called Firestorm in 1984.
Okay.
I started in late 81, early 82, and I was becoming a name.
Yes.
And I took a taxi cab back from the shoot in Firestorm with Leslie, and we're in the cab, and he goes, "You got to quit being this John Cassavetes, good actor under the, you know what I mean?"
Yeah,
He
yeah,
goes,
yeah.
"You have star quality,
Yeah.
Sean." I had my name by then. And that night I thought about it, and that night I quit. I left the business. And would you like to know why?
Yes, I would love to know why you left the business.
I want to give her airtime too. 'Cause she's back then, right or wrong, I started to feel guilty about doing this. I wanted to be a mainstream actor.
Right.
I didn't want my parents to find out, my cousins, nieces. I felt that's why I'm so proud of a lot of people today, what I see. They have found their truths.
Yes.
And I didn't have that mental capacity to do that. So I left. And what I did exciting was I got to the swimming pool business. That was it.
Nice.
I have a brother-in-law that had a pool company. I
Yeah.
cut my teeth on that. And then I moved out of state. I met my wife. And I opened up a swimming pool company, and I ran it for 40 years or something.
Wow.
Yeah, 35 years. In 2020, I think it was. You know the Rialto Report? It's a
I've
report
heard,
about
I've
all
heard.
classic. Ashley West does it, and it's all about classic porn.
Okay.
And somehow I got it on one of my feeds, and I go, Rialto Report, classic porn. So I looked at it. Everybody I knew.
Okay.
So all of a sudden, this actress Annie Sprinkle is on it, and she's talking, and you can in real time talk
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
So I started to talk. Ashley West says, "I'd like to interview you,"
Right.
and then Patrick Palmer from Jizz Talking picked that up, and then I got on a Zoom, and I just wanted to be an observer, and my shout out is to Coral and Jewel,
Okay.
CJ. She saw me on the Zoom and said, "Did you ever think of coming back? Because if you do, I'd like to work with you."
Oh, wow.
And I couldn't turn that down.
Right. Pleasure.
Pleasure. She was
Pleasure.
pleasure 2.0. And I think that was 2020. And I came to Chicago Exxxotica, I think was the first place I came to.
Okay.
And all of a sudden I started to get work. And I used to be like the young Puerto Rican thug, and now I'm grandpa or daddy. So I had a niche, and people started to work with me, and I just got back in the saddle again, I guess.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
And tell me, how is it now compared to then? So I want to compare and contrast, right? So what do you see now that you didn't see back then, right? And how has that affected your career? Like, what changes did you have to make, if any, in your career now in the adult industry?
Thank you for the question. It's a great question. I see nothing like what was then to now. And my respect for people today is, I couldn't do it. One of the things is, you'll probably ask me later about all my platforms and things like this.
Yeah.
I want this straight. Everybody who knows me close knows this. I do this now for my kink, my need. Being an older actor, an older person in civilian life and foreign life, same age, I enjoy our community. I've always enjoyed this community. So for me, it's not about the money, but I'm out to promote whoever I'm working with. I want them to make it.
Yeah.
The difference then is I had an agent. It was a small community, in New York especially, not many people.
Right.
And they knew your name through different producers or directors really quickly, and I didn't do nothing. I show up on set. It was like a mainstream set, and you have your lunch, and you have a flat rate. You get paid that day. It's all here. I sound dumb because I don't know it as well, but everybody's got to put out content constantly, and they have sites and platforms and all that. And to me, it's like I'm a caveman watching this, but you know it. You're on there. You got to be on your phone all day long. And this is coming, and that's going in. You got to shoot over here in an hour. Come back to do that. And it's a lot of work, and God bless, especially, both sexes. Guys got to work 50 times harder. Although I will say, in my day, there was no Cialis, no Viagra, no injectables. Had to do it clean cut.
Right.
And, but that sounded shameless. I don't mean that, gentlemen. It's a tough gig, and guys are doing 3-4 scenes a day, where I would do 3 scenes a movie, sometimes 2. Occasionally only 1, and then you don't do something for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Now they're working, I see at Exxxotica, it's like 20 scenes for a guy and 10 scenes a day for a girl.
Wow.
Or content, I hate the word content, but
Yes.
it is. So the difference to me is night and day. Everything is just like life. It's technological, you have to be on it, you have to have your name out there. There's so many more people involved, but the wonderful thing is anybody can join the club.
Right.
Anybody can join the club, and that is awesome. I know some of us all have a part of should anybody be in the club? If you can do this, the guts to go out there and be you, especially if you have a niche that the Victorian principles don't think about, to be that person for those people, my heart, I love it. I love it.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And so, since you are a legend, do you have any pearls of wisdom for people coming into this industry, or even, the acting and like mainstream industry? So a couple pearls of wisdom for your fans out there, for fellow content creators, for fellow people in the industry.
That's a great question, and that I haven't ever been asked, actually.
No, thank you.
So thank you. I have it for the content. I guess everybody's a content creator, but for the people that are shooting behind the camera, that would be my big thing. I'm selfish this way, but I know that even people, I shoot with people in their 20s and their 50s. There is a nostalgia that they would actually like to make something, even an 8 to 10, 13 minutes movie.
Right.
They'd like to see a little dialogue. As a fan of porn, and I'm telling them to start doing this, because if you're not doing it, I've got plans with a couple of legends that I can't name in my bracket. We're talking about this already. I know every decade somebody talks about this, but my personal taste, I can sport fuck with the best of them.
I love that.
I can put 4 cocks in here and do all this shit and put a little spanky spank. But once in a while, you'd like to have a little backstory, a little scene. I think it turns the fan on, the anticipation.
Yes.
Get a water bottle and spray your legs and see a little sweat there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love that. Yeah.
To get a little wet.
Yeah.
Build it up. And I think that's missing a lot today, especially in regular content. Maybe I don't really follow the big studios as much because I'm not involved with them, nor should I be. They don't need me. But I think that the actors and actresses today would like to do more what I think is quality than quantity. And I think the fans might like that.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. This
You're
has been a
quite welcome.
great interview. It's
Thank you.
truly an honor and a pleasure to meet you, get to know you, and dive a little bit into your regular life and all the things you have to offer. So that said, please introduce yourself again and give us your handles.
Well, like I just said, I don't have a lot, but I'll try. It's Sean Elliot. On Twitter, it's SuperSean1468. On OnlyFans, it's Sean Elliot 14689. And it's either Super Sean Elliot or Sean Elliot on ManyVids and a couple other sites. But if you see Sean Elliot, 1T at the end, you'll find me.
Awesome. The man, the legend. And I am Thoughty Godmother. Thank you to all our fans out there. Thank you for watching us. We love you, and we'll see you soon.